I'm thinking a dress.
Yeah?
I know I'm mostly dance photography, but I don't think I want to get you doing any movement. Yeah. I think I'm gonna pose you every single time. Is there a time limit on this?
Yeah, like 30 seconds.
There you go.
Okay, one more time. I think it's this one. Yeah. Let's do this one.
Do it.
I want to see it on you, but I know that's not allowed. The hair, just like, I love Sienna's natural curls and like how it just frames her face just so well. So
just like, you know, like a little frizz, or you want it like out, just natural.
I think just natural.
Just natural? Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
That was easy. No, I like that. I like that.
I had that decided.
I hope you get to be the first person.
Okay, Thank you for bringing.
All right, guys. Best of luck.
So Aidan, you drew the first time slot. You and I were talking in there, and
I think I have the best light.
I think you do too. I think there may be some jealousy back at the photographer's house later on. So I'm very happy for you that you have great light.
Excited.
Yeah. So tell us what you're shooting with today.
So this is a Mamiya RZ67 Pro 2. I just got it a few months ago. I think right around the time that we interviewed, I just bought it, and I was like, okay, well, this gives me a push to really learn this camera because it's a little technical, but I think I've got it down, so.
I love that you're challenging yourself on a challenge. That's like,
I don't want to confuse myself too much with too many cameras, and I figure this is such a powerhouse like of a camera. I just want to use this and see what I can get from it.
And what lens?
This is 110 millimeter 2.8.
Lovely.
Portra 400 and 800. So because this camera only takes 10 frames, I'll have to use 4 rolls to get the 36 shots.
Okay, that's great. So would be a 6-7 camera?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you prep for this?
I just have a kind of idea of how I want to pose Sienna. I just want to somehow use Sienna almost like a doll and like place her around in unconventional ways in the house. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, we're starting with number 1.
So I want you in very unconventional poses. Just be prepared to get weird.
Okay.
My name is Aidan Tooth. My specialty in photography is dance and movement portraiture. I was a former dancer myself, and photography being a second passion of mine, I decided to combine the two. As a dancer, I know that my body is like my art form, and the model isn't necessarily just a prop. You can actually use them to create what your vision is. When I'm working with someone less experienced or a younger dancer, it's best for me to show the actual position that I'm thinking of. So that's just how I approached it with Sienna. Relax out of that. Oh gosh, that's only been 4 shots. Okay. Like floating, as if you're on something and your hands are just kind of waving in the wind. Exactly. The time slipped by so fast. Like I know that in shoots, time can go by really, really quickly, but I don't think I was prepared for how quickly it went by. And especially because my camera, I was hoping to change the roll at least 3 times to get all the exposures, but I think I only got 25 or 25, I think it was. I went to YouTube University to learn how to use this camera and showed me all the tricks on how to do the thing. So yeah, it just has like a little knob on the side that you can use to then just rotate the camera back and get either a portrait or landscape. So.
Medium
format 120 film has 3 standard sizes: 645, 66, and 67. Aidan is shooting the Mamiya RZ67, so a 6/7 format, which is 10 frames per roll. The bonus of this Mamiya is that you can turn the back to fit horizontal landscape or portrait vertical. That's quite a bonus.
Awesome, thank you. The image I'm, I think, most excited to see is the last shot I took. I'm pretty sure was through the hallway from the bedroom. Sienna was kind of slumped over the corner.
Okay. Wow. Already. Pretty cool. I can imagine you walking through on the day before and you're looking obviously for light, but how you were really looking at space in a different way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if a lot of people were looking at under the counter.
Right.
Yeah. Aidan took scouting the location to another level. She thought about placing the model in a space that's not intended for a person. On a shelf, under a counter, across chairs. Aidan likes to create a shape within a shape. And when she said prepare to get weird, she meant it. And you were speaking about maybe using her as like a doll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like flopping about, like loose, like I didn't want anything held. Yeah, again, it looks like she's maybe been through something. I'm not sure. I don't know what the story is.
She's coming
but
home from the
yeah,
night.
that's
She's
it.
going to bed.
Yeah.
That's our narrative.
And she didn't quite make it
Yeah.
there. Yeah. I love the way the color also, I was worried about the wardrobe. I haven't seen it on her yet because we were just choosing from the rack. Like, yeah, I wanted like a bold color. I didn't want anything that would clash with itself, almost like take away from.
Yes.
So I just wanted her as one color, something bold, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna go with like, there was I think red options as well, but I'm really happy with.
Yeah. Remember, the photographers only see the wardrobe the night before the challenge. Aidan had a clear vision. She wanted a singular, vibrant color. So she could choose between red or gold, and she chose the gold, which definitely stands out and gives continuity to the form. Wardrobe matters.
Oh God, this is so hard. If I were to like,
But look at this body of work.
I love all of them. This is gonna be impossible.
Aidan sleeping over. I love the mystery of this one.
I know, this one
There's
just
this-
keeps bringing me back, and I think
Yeah.
it just is giving you like, what's happening? Why is she doing that? Like, it makes you think, and that's what I wanted. This one is beautiful, but it is not making me think as much. Like, I think I'm appreciating the reflection and this, but again, I keep coming back to like, what's the story? Cool. I think that's the one.
You know, I thought all the shots were really different from one to the other. I think she walked away with a lot of really usable images.
Yes.
And this one was a bit of a daring photograph for her to choose. Like it's cut in half, so that you've got two sides of the thing. One of them is full of negative space, and
Yes.
the other one throws you into a positive space. So there's a bit of a yin-yang balance going on.
Right.
I remember Aidan came in with a very kind of set of ideas of very theatrical idea, actually. You know, I
Right.
always say there's two types of photographers. They're the ones who love theatrics and playing in front of the camera.
Yes.
Which I think she does.
Yeah.
And there's other photographers who are waiting for a moment and capturing a moment that is a fleeting moment.
Yes. You know, and a lot of the times making the hand the focus versus the face is a little daring, right?
There's something very painterly about it.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
you know, there's something like painterly about it, and there's something a little bit morbid about it, and there's something a little, you know, you've got all these kind of stories in your head.
Yes.